Yo, what's good, y'all, man? So, this is genuinely gonna be my last video ever like this. I'm never gonna make a video like this again, but you know, obviously, you guys know what's all going on. You guys saw me getting arrested. You guys saw a Cold Blues video and everything, and I did a reaction to it, kind of like, oh no, this wasn't right. This is how it happened. Da 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 da. But genuinely, during the last few weeks, I've done a lot of just like inward reflection, and I've been talking to my fiance a lot. And I just kind of came to realize, what I was doing wrong. And I also came to realize that truly your boy was spiraling. I was genuinely losing the plot. And I have to say, like, genuinely, I feel like a hypocrite, because just a couple videos ago, I was saying how what Alex was doing was a distraction from the bigger mission, and then I come along doing what I was doing, and if anything, it was an even bigger distraction from the mission, you know what I mean? Now, I had to pay 6+ figures for my lawyer fees, and then my fans' lawyer fees and everything, and that money could have been used for the betterment of society, but now it's being used in the legal system, you know what I mean? And it's just completely unnecessary, and it's completely my fault. And while I still don't think I committed a crime, I still do think that, genuinely, I was just being not only just an ass, but annoying, and I come to realize that, genuinely, streaming makes me the worst me, thinking back on it. Every quote-unquote controversy, not even quote-unquote, every controversy and everything that I've ever got into, anytime I trended on Twitter for something negative, it's always been for some streaming clip, like the first one that comes to mind is the Pokemon situation. Then the second one that comes to mind is, the Logan Paul thing. And then besides all that, like, bro, I've been in countless beefs, and a majority, I would say probably like 85% of those beefs have come from streaming, And I think what it is, genuinely, is, I don't think it's a good thing to just look at a chat for hours on end, and you're just like, in real time, getting opinions of people. And then, I know probably some of my other streamers can attest to this. You see somebody in the chat say boring or L stream or something like that, and then it flips a switch in you where you want to be more entertainment and you want to, pump up the levels and everything. You want to entertain. And I think the reason why I gravitated so much to streaming is because I think I'm just like an instant gratification person, and there's no better instant gratification than you streaming. Because when you make a video, you don't get that instant gratification. You can know you made a fire video, kind of like my going to the most racist town in America video. Like, I know that was a fire video, but it took like a month plus to get it edited and perfect. And then when I posted it, it didn't pop off at first. It was actually a 10 out of 10. And then over time, it grew and grew and grew, and it did what I thought it was going to do. But it wasn't instant gratification. Whereas when you stream, you can have streams where right out the gate you have, thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of people watching you then and there, and then people are clipping you like right away and stuff like that. And you get that instant gratification. But I'm realizing that's not good for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's bad for everybody, because you got people like Queso and Jinxie and a bunch of other streamers who can stream and not, causing controversies and just keep it entertaining. But, genuinely, I'm not that guy, pal. I'm gonna be real. And so, like, I'm not on here, apologizing or anything, because I don't owe you guys an apology. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't affect any of y'all. But I do want to say that I see where I was wrong 1,000%. And to the people I do owe an apology to, I've given them to them. To the boys who got arrested, they're all 18 plus, by the way. I know a lot of people are saying that they're minors, they're all 18 plus, but still, I put them in that situation, and they didn't have to be. And at the end of the day, I shouldn't have ever been there. With my values as a Christian, I haven't been moving like that, man. And I've been falling back to my old self. And I've seen some of you guys in the comment section like calling it out, like, Jadion, you're going back to your old self. You know what I mean? Like dibbling, dabbling in pranks and stuff like that. And even though Joe wasn't doing a good thing by squatting at his mom's house and stuff like that. At the end of the day, who am I to just troll and stuff? I have so many other better things I should be doing. Like that time and money I spent getting that stream set up could have been for a bunch of catches. You know what I mean? Getting bad people off the streets. And so what I'm here to just pretty much say is the shenanigans are stopping. The shenanigans are over. And genuinely, like, this was a very humbling experience that I really needed. And I genuinely think if this didn't happen, it just would continue, you know what I mean? And who knows, it could have been something worse. It could have been something horrible that I could never come back from, you know what I mean? So I'm just blessed that God let it be something like this, that I put myself in a situation like this, to where I can actually rebound and do better. And you know what, genuinely, to Woodhaven Police Department, I feel where you guys are coming from, like, bro, you're a small town, and you got this YouTuber having fans coming all over the place and stuff like that, you guys never probably had anything like that happen in your town before. And, quiet towns like to stay quiet. And, to Officer Mitchell, I called you out of your name multiple times, you feel me? Like, if I was a cop, I would arrest somebody too if I wasn't caught on my name like that, so. Genuinely, I feel like there's a lot of blame to go around. I feel like a lot of blame has to be pointed right back at me. It has to be directed at me. And it rightfully so, man. Bro, I'm getting stand up with a multi-millionaire. And, genuinely, like, no, keep it coming. Genuinely, it doesn't bother me. Right back because it humbled me. It humbled me. The whole situation humbled me. And I'm just, the reason why I thought the video about it is because I'm never going to stream again. Genuinely, I love streaming, but it's just too much bad comes with it. And I don't know how to control myself. So the best way to control myself is to distance myself. And so, I just can't stream anymore. And I won't stream anymore because I actually want to be here for the betterment of society. And what I'm doing on that stream, what is the betterment of society now? Police resources are being wasted, and judicial resources are being wasted, and, bro, I'm top 6+ figures on finance legally. You know what I mean? It's just all this unnecessary garbage. And garbage content too. And the crazy thing is, from 2024 to now, I was making good content, getting actual bad people off the streets. And it's just crazy that I told myself I wasn't enough, And I think just, trying to see all my friends, listening to now, do this on the stream, and seeing times, and people I know at speed, and all the regular stream, and oh man, I want to go back, and keep myself in. I always just like, go back to the stream and stuff when really I should have left that alone, because you guys remember the video, I said I was done bombing society, and that was what I was doing, is bombing society, being a nuisance, you know what I mean? And I was rectifying something that wasn't a nuisance, actually cleaning up the street, keeping predators off the street. Instead of just sticking with that and doing that, I got distracted, and I really, I want to go back to doing, SWAT content. And, genuinely, I think I went through the situation, I think I went to SWAT content, and genuinely, I think if I went to SWAT content, who knows if I could take somebody seriously, it would be inevitable, and could be fake. So, I quit streaming, I quit nuisance stuff, I quit all that, and I genuinely just want to do better for society. I want to make society better, and I want to do it. So, I just wanted to say that, and all the things are also like this, but I'm doing it now, hey, I